Hello. How can I start? The only way I can start today is say, Black Stars, yeah, that was you. Damn. Black Stars. You know, one thing I should admit, Mum dear, when it comes to soccer, I am clueless. So when I'm watching soccer, I'm just waiting for goal. The minimum, I don't know, when the ball is inside the net, then I'll shout some goal. Sometimes I'll shout goal. Then they'll say, no, offside. No offside, cry. That's how clueless I am with sports. I don't even understand what constitutes offside. I don't know what constitutes free goal, for instance, free kick. I don't know anything about sports. So I just want, when Black Stars are playing, that's the only time I watch. And when the ball gets in there, I say, go, Mary. You know, enough of my ignorance about sports. Black Stars has done a pretty excellent job, you know, playing against Panama. There were many pundits that say, well, with Panama is not such a strong team. Panama is a brand when we come to football. So they are hoping that Black Stars will win. At least if they beat Panama, then they have been baptized by the fire of the World Cup. And that will inspire them. That's the talk that the sports pundits were saying. You know, many crowds thought even Panama would lash Black Stars. You know, but you see, it turned around. Honestly, when I was watching Makuma, you know, Black Stars, there's this quick picture that I want to show you before I continue. They say when you're watching Black Stars, you have to watch with caution. You know, there was this thing on, I think TikTok or whatever, how the mom watches the Black Stars.
Agyapong
I think it was a very crazy thing. You know, she doesn't want to get too involved, you know, you know. So in the beginning, I also had that feeling, Black Stars, because honestly, it looked like all the pressure was on us. The Panamanians were giving us so much pressure. That one day, but I could tell that we were under pressure. It was only when it ended and I was watching the screen and I saw that Panama had 57% possessions. I said, well, I'm saying, so that's what it means. But you know something? Ball they no any goal. After all the possessions and everything, one goal project. We put it in there and we went away. So, ball didn't want to go. But I think we really have to appreciate Black Stars. Show them some love one more time. Oh my God. I think we are playing England next. And for that match, it's the former colonial powers versus the colonized people. Maybe I politics, mamio. So I don't see England and Ghana. Former colonial powers plus the colony. So I swear to God, if Black Stars do the same magic and we beat England, what I will do, I won't say it here. But anyway, you know, what I want to say about this whole thing is this, that for the first time I noticed how amazing the game united all of Ghana. You know, Black Stars, look at all the players. Some come from the north, the south, the east, the west, the diaspora, everywhere. Some are NDC, NPP, CPP, whatever. They come with all their religious affiliations, political, tribal, everything. But guess what? Have you heard that saying that what unites us is more than what divides us? A very strong pillar in nation building, that we should always be aware that the things that unite us are greater than what divides us. You know, for the first time, it wasn't about party matter. It was about Black Stars are playing, and the whole Ghana rallied to support the Black Stars. That's the first symptom of what we need in nation building, you know. That which unites us is bigger than the things that divide us. Ghana is so big that even though we had every single person in the Black Stars team from different areas, different ethnic groups. I don't like using the word tribe, I call ethnic groups. Different ethnic groups, different regions, whatever. They came together, and trust me, all of Ghana solidly behind them. And I think it was really amazing, the unity that it brought. Those amazing things that happened. We even saw our vice president dancing. I think, watch her. Hey, I think you're the boogie. Not only here, somebody, I tossed a clip of the speaker too. He wasn't giving an up crowd. Check the speaker out. Wow, did you see the speaker boogie? No, folks, it's all about the power of the Black Stars, the spirit of the team for that brief moment we are in, brought the whole country together. Amazingly. And it's very, very interesting to know that there was a story of some man and wife that had been divorced, but you know the Volta region, Alabanyo and Nkunya, some story, they are always at conflicts with each other. But the Black Stars came together, and I think the couple that are divorced went to the same center to watch it. Let me keep quiet and listen to the rest of the story.
Communities were united. In my constituency, one of the viewing centers, Mr. Speaker, it was interesting to know, started in Alabanyo because of the problem between Alabanyo and Nkunya. Years, the families did not see each other. But yesterday, around 11 o'clock, we have families moving from Nkunya to Alabanyo to watch the match. Mr. Speaker, another incident happened in one of the viewing centers. A man who divorced his wife for 4 years hugged the wife at the viewing center. And this morning, Mr. Speaker, we were told that the woman was found sleeping the former husband. This is what yesterday's match has done to our country. Mr. Speaker, to conclude.
That was a cute story, man. That was a cute story. You know, that is the power of the Black Stars. Even a couple that allegedly were divorced, they said that it was spotted that in the morning the woman was sweeping there, which means she spent the night too. Or no treat. The man will forever be grateful, man. Anyway, like joke, but this is just showing us the level of commitment we had for the nation. And as funny as it may look, it is sad that we will do this for soccer, but when soccer is out, we forget that even if it's not the Black Star, Ghana is still there. We still need the same commitment for Ghana. We don't just come together because of the football, but this is what I'm using for Ghana to understand. Say, Charlie, without the Black Stars, there are things going on that all of us can come together and unite and reset. Say, maybe the reset I World Cup. Honestly, because it's time for the nation to come together and focus and build this nation. And I think one of the most ridiculous things that have happened while this soccer has been going on, our attention has been tuned to the soccer. One of the most ridiculous things that happened was this whole trip by some former NPP people to the Afari hospital. And one of them went and was complaining that the place had been abandoned and he has actually seen a rat. And I see a crow and I say, Kusi. Because they saw a snake, you know.
Are you Afari? Are you serious? Nyame na Jimmy. Nyame pa me namo.
Na wo ben.
Chirebene. Unim chirebene.
Ai.
Me nam ho e na nsɛmtwafo yi abɛka kyɛm sɛ ɔmo ahu sɛ cement bags be 1,000 gu baabi nsuo atabo no a akeki ayɛ rock. Them say, hey, where the wastage pa na akoso. Nti ene me nkɔ na me nkɔ na me kɔ je sekan wo security for na ɔmo wɔ gate hɔ no sɛnea mede dɔ ho sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a adeɛ no bɛtumi ayiye na camera no bɛtumi akapta ɛtumi twa 1 2 me 2 me 9 say me 2 third one ai nyame na se hwɛ fam hɔ sɛjɔ me hwɛ hɔ akyire bene paa no ayi sei ti kam de me na ne kwade ne nka na me tie mu Jesus.
Folks, thank God for the soccer. People didn't really actually pay attention to how absurd this whole situation is. It was pathetic. It almost sent me to say, NPP, Anyasafwe, Moe. Anyasafwe in the NPP, Moe. Where are you that you are allowing these neophytes to do this, if you will, petty, irrational things that embarrasses the whole party? What's his name? Arthur Kennedy. Wohe. Boache Agyapong. Wohe. I'm sure there are more intelligent people, but the two that I know personally who speak and they speak sense. Arthur Kennedy. Wohe. Boache Agyapong. Wohe. Why are you allowing the neophytes to take over? It is so sad. Look, this trip to Afari, for me, was one of not only senseless, but useless endeavors. I do not know exactly what it was aimed at achieving, but for me, it's sad. I think that the whole thing, there's this new wave of gendarme. And the new wave of gendarme is that the neophytes realize that the Ashanti region is the ordained NPP region. So whatever losses they have suffered should be regrouped so that Ashanti region becomes again the ordained NPP region. So I think that's what it's all about, because the whole idea of going to Afari was just to let people become aware, say, you have been in power now. Why have you now neglected the Ashanti region? That was the whole idea.
Because Ashanti matters. They are doing new structures elsewhere. And we are saying that as an MP, we should treat every region equal. So just as other regions matter, Ashanti also matters.
I don't know what the people of Ashanti region have done to the John Mahama government. I don't know. I'm sure if the people of Ashanti region see the state of Afari hospital now, people will weep.
Ponia Santiman, they are the would be the president Mama. Ponia Santiman, you are there in this, the would be that. Nakabaka said, I'm a project, I hear Papa for Ababa, Naka, Baba Shah, wasn't my ready. Young cousin of Mama, said the Podia and Cabano and Capo system.
And if you listen to what she was saying, it was just complaining about how the NDC is neglecting the Ashanti. That's the level of the new gendarme. NDC is neglecting the Ashanti. As useless and as baseless as it is, but that's the level of the new gendarme. The fact is this, folks. Even a kindergarten student born 2 days ago knows that Afari was one of the many hospitals that under JM they put up. Everybody knows that Afari was supposed to be a 37 military hospital in the Ashanti region. And everybody knows it was one of JM's projects. Everybody also knows that after JM was kicked out and the NPP took over, everybody knows that the project was near, some say 80, some say 90, I don't know. But let me find 80, the lowest. That the project was near 80% done.
The project officially began in 2010. In the Ashanti region, 4 hospitals are being constructed to enhance quality health delivery system.
Project managers Euroget the Invest say construction works would be completed by the end of this year, while installation of medical equipment would be concluded next year.
So far we have done progress from construction 90% for the main buildings, 90% for the roads, and 90% for the drains, the water drains. For some reasons, like we couldn't push the project to deliver it earlier, and now like we will try to deliver it on the target time, which is middle of next year.
We are now in an advanced stage of the electromechanical works, and also we have completed the purchase and importation for the medical equipments and all the medical furniture. Our plan is to complete and to deliver the hospital in the second quarter of the 2017.
Inspecting the project, President John Mahama lauded the contractor for offering job opportunities to Ghanaians.
As part of the Accounting to the People tour, I have come to inspect the progress of work. The work is going on substantially, and we expect that by the end of the year we will achieve what we call soft commissioning, which means that the physical structures would essentially have been completed, and we expect that final commissioning will take place in the first quarter of 2017. And so from that point on, we'll have a second hospital that would be available for our service people in the Ashanti region, but also it will provide services to all the communities around this area.
Near 80% done that you took over. There's been argument that this, something was done, whatever, then you took over. But the point is this: for 8 years, the project was not completed.
Medical equipment worth over $38 million have been left in the open at the abandoned Afari military hospital site in Echuma-Mwabeja municipality of the Ashanti region. The construction of a facility which started a little over 6 years ago remains uncompleted despite promises made by the Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo.
The 500-bed Afari Military Hospital is expected to serve as a referral center and to provide primary health care services as well. The $180 million facility includes staff residence. The Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo, appearing before the Appointment Committee of Parliament for his second vetting, promised the project will be ready in April 2021. But the project remains stalled, leaving residents and many other Ghanaians wondering when it will be completed and operational. What has compounded the current state of the facility is equipment left in the open at the mercy of the weather. They include air conditioners, power generating sets, MRI machines, and other medical equipment.
Actually, what's his name? Captain Smart actually went on location to show the extent of the neglect. During the NPP time, Captain Smart went on location. He showed boilers that have been left to rot, air conditioners, hospital equipment, oxygen tanks, all left to rot. 8 years. And this was done as far back as I think 21, 22 by Captain Smart. In spite of all of that, I think once Captain Smart ruffled the feathers, Nitiwo came up to give a certain time that by that time the Afari will be complete. Somewhere Nitiwo came in and said, oh, we know, but we are working on it. It's going to be complete by a certain time.
Last Wednesday, this hospital became a topic in the National Council meeting, Security Council meeting, because the President gave very clear instructions. Whatever we have to do to make sure that this hospital becomes operational in 2022, we have to do it. And so once the marching orders have been given, we will do our part. What I can assure you and the people of Ghana is that we'll do everything possible, humanly possible, to ensure that this hospital becomes operational in 2023.
So folks, listen to me. If after 8 years, none of this was done, even the media reminded you that this thing has been left to rot. Equipment. The place was being taken over by grass and everything. And I remember specifically that when Captain Smart went, the same military people that they say now drove away the NPP people from the hospital, the same military people drove away Captain Smart. I think even Kennedy Agyapong says that they had gone to check it, but even military people will not allow them.
Read my lips. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I was the chairman for Defense and Interior. When we decided to go and inspect Afari, They stopped us. We didn't go.
Even though now it has become jandam that when NPP went to check it, the military didn't allow them. They've been doing this since forever. But let's get on with the thing. What was the whole point? It was needless. It was useless. Because folks, Charlie, common sense, Charlie, Mamin Kachi Kakra, go back to the English. What's now so in fee, pore, and what she? You are in power for 8 years. Nitiwu came and said, we will complete this project.
What I can assure you and the people of Ghana is that we'll do everything possible, humanly possible, to ensure that this hospital becomes operational in 2023.
8 years. So if for whatever reason, you say some work was done there, whatever, for whatever reason, you weren't able to complete this in 8 years.
Honorable, you had, I should say, 8 years to complete all of these projects, especially in the Ashanti region. We want to find out what was really the challenge as to why you were not able to complete them.
Negotiations, disputes, contractual disputes. This one, contractual dispute. Contractor says that you have to pay me this, you said this, no.
Isn't this ironic that after 1 year and 5 months or whatever, the NPP go to the location to show how NDC is neglecting the Ashanti region?
Because Ashanti matters. They are doing new structures elsewhere. And we are saying that as an MP, we should treat every region equal. So just as other regions matter, Ashanti also matters.
I don't know what the people of Ashanti region have done to the John Mahama government. I don't know. I'm sure if the people of Ashanti region see the state of Afari hospital now, people will weep.
Honestly, it is so ridiculous. To the highest order. Pow! What's not Bamu in fear and what she? What's not Bamu in fear and what she? And he comes back to power, and within 1 year, you are back there to show Ghana that the Ashanti region has been neglected. This is not only childish, it is needless, it is so narrow-minded in thinking, and that's why I'm sorry to use the word neophytes. And kwala na yese you.
Members of Parliament should ask permission from the First Ministry. You have a minister. No, don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question. So, you said you are an MP. So, you wouldn't
project ongoing. We came here. 2024. We came here. Yes. And you're going to start listen.
Honorable, it looks as if they wanted you guys to seek permission before you come in. But why didn't you seek it?
Brother, emergency situation that people are being turned, people are dying. You want it to affect my family member or yours before you see the citizens' action. When you are not acting, the citizens act. So they should act and bring confidence, so we will not do these things. Nobody says these things are right, but it is necessary to put pressure on government. It's a tool for demonstration. It's a tool to express your feeling, because Ashanti matters.
And folks, considering that the Ashanti region is ordained, I like using the word ordained, the Ashanti region has been ordained as the headquarters of NPP. That was the birthplace of the National Liberation Movement. It was in the Ashanti region, Kumasi. So it's ordained as the headquarters of the NPP. And you take over power for 8 years in a region that you say is for you by ordination. And the 8 years, you couldn't complete it. Charlie, and you're very. I think this is something that I think is so even embarrassing that if if the members of parliament that went there, if they are taught maybe twice about it, say, Charlie, don't go there. The whole day a ferry. Don't go there. Let's find something else to blame the NDC on. But Afari pa.
Honorable, you had, I should say, 8 years to complete all of these projects, especially in the Ashanti region. We want to find out what was really the challenge as to why you were not able to complete them.
Negotiations, disputes, contractual disputes. This one, contractual dispute. Contractor says that you have to pay me this, you said this, no.
But you see, when your mind is filled so much with the desire for Jandam, that's not what you think about. The thing is, Charlie, this is a platform for us to attack the NDC, to let them know that they have neglected the Ashanti region. And maybe when doing that, we can excite the Ashanti region so that there will be more defections back to the NPP. I'm sorry. There are things that you can sit down and come up with and criticize the government on. That's the role of the opposition. There are things so. There are legitimate things that you can think about and say, no, this is not right. But don't let the rush you're in to backstab the party lead to childish, neophytish things like this matter of Afari, where somebody saying,
A serious na nyame na jeme. Nyame pa me nam wo.
Na wo ben.
Chirebene. Unim chirebene.
Ai.
Me nam ho e na nsemtwafo yi abeka chem se o ma hu se cement bags be 1000 gu ba bia nsuo ato abo no a akekia ese rock. Dem say, hey, where there wastage pa na akoso. Nti e na meamenkọ na menkonko na me kwaje sekan wo security for na omo wo gate ho no se ne me de do ho se ne be ya ade no betimi ayiye na camera no betimi capture etimi twa 1 2 ami 2 me 9 say me 2 third one hey nya me na se hwe fom wo se jo me hwe ho a kire bini pa no ayi sei ti kam de me na ne kwade ne nka. Let me tell you, Jesus.
But folks, for me, in spite of everything, what consoled me was a good old friend, Kenny Agyapong. Honestly, the statement he made so much sense. He says, what is all this? It says, for crying out loud, we were in power for 8 years. I belong to a committee. We tried to check the same military drove us. For what it is worth, we were in power for 8 long years. We didn't touch the place. And when we left all the grass to grow and the place to rot, you didn't think there are going to be mice? And evidently, when he was talking, I think somebody was trying to bring to him, said, Charlie, don't go there, just stay on. And listen to what he said, and I'll come back to it.
You know, I was the chairman for Defense and Interior. This hospital, NDC, it was started by President Kufuor, the locations and all those things. NDC came to start it, and about when we came, I'm an MPP, but I have to tell you the truth. We're talking about Ghana and nobody. We didn't do anything. Read my lips. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I was the chairman for Defense and Interior. When we decided to go and inspect Afari, they stopped us. We didn't go. So I heard somebody talking 15 months. Has Afari hospital been there for 15 months? We were there for 8 years. You didn't do it. Don't blink your eye. See, you're not doing politics. I'm speaking the truth. This is Ghana. Stop that. We will criticize NDC, we will criticize MPP. That's the only way to go. I was chairman. NDC started this. Why didn't you complete it? You were there for 8 years, you didn't complete it. When somebody comes for 15 months, then you have a problem. Please give me a break.
I said, don't blink. I can imagine somebody will say, no, go there. No, you know. And then he says, no. Let us stay away from this NDC NPP thing.
You see, Minya, Assembly NDC for mistake, NPP for mistake. And you Ghana, and you did not to a passo, and you have to. Oh, God, you know how your propaganda. More mistakes you want to say Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. Ranking member, I can say, and Kura, and you ho. What's now 8 years ago? Well, who's in Kura, a bebao. I didn't tell them over here, Canada. What's now 8 years? Well, who's in Kura? And now we'll be about 15 months again. Okodi in Kura. Chairman's up. Chairman's and Papa in there. And the Kumasi Apari, Montimiania. Useless people. Momianja or my Ghana, you. I'm only thinking of the youth of this country and not NPP.
And that was what caught my attention, because from day one, I've always said, and all the intelligent presenters that I know of, that I respect, say the same thing, that where we are at this stage in our development is not about any party. It's about national development. So when candidate Agyapong was actually talking, and he says whether it's NDC or NPP, he will say it because it's Ghana first. And he says he's not saying that the NDC is a saint. He actually mentioned that some contract regarding for his wife to work on some NDC corporate had tried to finagle and take a huge percentage out of it.
NDC for me, and we're being so there. Contract Abraham said on 11%, $55 million or per 11%. And you want to advance 7% and start home the amount. Masa, Ghana, I didn't hear Kui. Ghana, I didn't hear Kui.
He said that. Say, he's not talking NDC for only saints. But he's saying this, that the time has come to realize that we have a nation to build. Anyone who says that has my heart too. So those of you out there who have been watching the show, you will understand and agree that I'm not just saying this a few minutes ago because of what candidate Agyapong said. I've been saying this from the first show. We have a nation to build. We have a nation to build. So what does this childish thing say? We are marching to Afari. We are marching to Afari. To show, say, yes, you did this thing. You completed 80%. After that, we came for 8 years. And we didn't do anything. But we are okay. It's okay if we didn't do anything. How dare you come back and within 1 year, you haven't come to finish? Why is this intelligent? Why this intelligent? So I'm sorry that this is one time that I can say I wholeheartedly agree with candidate Agyapong. I'm coming out boldly to support candidate Agyapong saying, Chele, yeah, bre. It's not about the party anymore. It's about building the damn country. And the funny thing, and I'm glad Kennedy Agyapong brought it up, that you're up in arms that the party has been in power for 15 months and they haven't come to complete Afari. Meanwhile, folks, the beautiful promise you made to all of Ghana was Agenda 111. We are going to build 101 regional hospitals. How noble! How noble! And as Kennedy asked, how many were completed?
Agenda 111, Mumisa Wom, Saba Kokrom Ria. They sold Obiti contract now. Now I got home. Watching 10%. Anybody to me, Moria, Mubaba, the criticize the NDC. So I'm going to say, you want to building Agenda 111, Omogia, I won't go to. Please, I am Ghana. I mean, Moria, I'm sorry, Pamuko Hospital, baby. We have to be fair to Ghanaians.
So folks, please, let's not waste our time and our breath with this kind of useless, nonsensical jandam. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's so much to talk about, but to say, you know, your ball. Our attention is on the ball. So I'm going to go easy a bit on the hardcore politics, but every now and then, trust me, we'll come and continue with our comments because there's so much work to do. There are people who have promised us that they are going to come up with information about corruption in this country, and we are going to follow it and back it, because that's one thing we're doing. We're doing on this platform is that we want the nation to be built. That's all. Nothing will stop our dream from nation building. So for whatever is worth, Ken Agyapong, well, I was quite fascinated when you said, people are saying you are bitter. You're not a bitter person. Bitter, but it's But anyway, whatever it is, I think you're giving us a date. Did you say in July? In 2027, you are going to come up with a paw that will crown everything.
Enki, obi say we are bitter. But obi apa 1 year, documents I'm out. Rather catch them say, be me a bitter. NPP for we couldn't fight Galamsey because majority of executives in no me Galamsey. And also woman control a woman platform. Misro home. Then I move country nisa. Yeah. More be blame obi. Me a bitter. Me a bitter said the other. Me say me call election. Me say make me lose. And I really don't care. But I'm not going to work for NPP. That mean I will have a catch 10 cents of Canadian Japan. And now let me talk. I mean, Uber Private said, Mimini Abronia and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Atachia and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Adrastapo and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Chairmansa and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Kota and Kojina platforms in your campaign. You don't put out next year, you see what will happen in this country. You think I'm afraid of you guys? I am not afraid of anybody. I've decided to keep quiet. But if you push me to the wall, you will see some power. Please. Nobody can scare me in this country. Nobody. From June 2027, MPP for no action or Ghana, you will be surprised. Oh, two crying said you see and respect you love the doer. Who will be to say cock and set me, your time with you. When even you're better. MPP for me already, they say June, July 2027, no action or Ghana, you'll be surprised. You think I'm stupid? I'm stupid to come and follow you guys again? I'm stupid?
Honorable.
You have a cat 10 cents of Canadian Japan. No wait and see what will happen. Miss Romo, me catch Romo, me see Miss Romo happening. No wait and see. I've given you the time. Say June 2027, you see action in this country.
Well, we're all waiting. Here they were quiet. Those of you who have promised us all kinds of corruption things going on, we will help you unearth it. And we'll back you in your fight against corruption when you show all the evidence that this is going on. We'll back you because that's the only way we can build this country. And whoever is on the chopping block that we need to chop, we will chop. NDC will chop, NPP will chop, whoever, United Party will chop, Bediako, whoever. Because we want to make sure that we don't have any other country. And for whatever it is, we will do all we can to build this nation. And I'm always using Ghana at 70 as a target. On that day, we can proudly say that we see enough evidence to show that Ghana has risen again.